Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guidance today that's in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guidance today that's in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. We have the Page of Cups over the Knight of Wands. So moving forward, fully expecting lovely surprises and beautiful things around the corner, fully expecting to be surprised, becoming part of the norm, to be so joyfully surprised about things throughout the day, holding the feeling of gratitude when we get that surprise, pleasant surprise that makes us giddy or makes us laugh, laughing uncontrollably. Just being in the moment of joy and gratitude. That's what we're moving in today. Strength and confidence. Even when there's conflict, knowing that this too shall pass and that it doesn't have to be magnified. We can just set with whatever it is. If it's unexpected and not pleasant, we can set with it for a moment. Acknowledge what's happening without taking blame or stepping into low self-esteem or victimization. Just being the witness. Not giving it any charge or any magnetism to pull anything closer that is of the same vibration. And this, in the past, all of this waiting for the garden to grow, you're realizing that you are stepping out of the energy of waiting. It's the end of that cycle for you, feeling like nothing pans out or nothing comes through. It's the end of that cycle. And we're stepping into creativity. And I love this today because the movement today, there's movement. Not only is there movement, but it's movement in a creative way. Movement in a way that taps into flow, taps into compassion, taps into a positive flow of energy. And of course, we have the World here, which heralds a new beginning, a new world, where you're stepping into satisfaction. And it for you at this point, it's not going to matter at what stage you're in, because you're no longer stuck in an energy of when is this going to happen and letting your garden grow. You are now in the energy of every step in the process is lovely. And I am choosing to be present in this moment throughout my journey, because all of my joy, all of my experience, all of my power is in this moment. It's not in the future. It's in this moment. So now we're cultivating joy. We're cultivating peace. We're cultivating the enjoyment of the journey instead of looking ahead to when it's going to happen. We're bringing and magnetizing the energy of joy no matter what the circumstances reveal. We stand in our power in this moment. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Blessed Mother, for guidance today that's in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Blessed Mother, for guidance today that's in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. And we have Hathor here and pleasure. When you come to me, I take your spirit from the stars and clothe it in a body of sensation to finally focus you on form, to benignly bask you in the bliss. You are here to experience delight, enjoy gratification, know satisfaction, have pleasure in all ways, in all modes, in all aspects. Pleasure makes you juicy, twinkles your eyes, enlivens your life force. The exquisiteness of existence is pleasure. Get ready to feel so good. Hathor is here to tell you that the way to wholeness for you lies in connecting with what brings you pleasure and experiencing pleasure. Have you been taught that pleasure is forbidden, something sinful or evil? Are you so busy fulfilling your commitments that pleasure is regulated to the bottom of your list? Do you deny pleasure in order to get work done? Stop. Time to change all that. Pleasure relieves stress and relaxes and refreshes you. Pleasure is the body's way of expressing health and vitality. Pleasure is the oil that keeps you lubricated and lush. Hathor says that since you have chosen to be here in a physical body, you might as well enjoy it. Don't wait for others to fulfill this need. Plan to give yourself pleasure daily, and you'll find satisfaction dancing in your life. Well, how about that? Thank you, Holy Spirit, for cards in closing today that are in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guidance today that's in the best interest of the highest good of all in love and white light unity. Oh, I don't do reverse cards. This is so funny. And the Seven of Challenges, which is the Seven of Swords, has come up in reverse in this deck. So I'm not going to change that because Spirit knows that I don't read upside down cards in reverse. So this is here for a reason. So we're going to move through this energy together and see what it is. There is a definite fear in this collective when it comes to enjoying pleasure. And this is specifically has to do not just with sensual pleasure, but also just enjoying laughter, releasing enough of the anxiety to enjoy yourself. There's a block here. We have the Tower, and we also have the Page of Swords, which is, the energy of this card in this deck is contemplation. What should I do? And Spirit is saying, if you climb into your mind on this one, you're going to cause yourself a tower moment. There is no way to move through the blocks with giving yourself pleasure, no matter what kind of pleasure that is. Any sensual pleasure, whether it's in regard to giving it to yourself or sharing it with someone else, you cannot move through those blocks through your mind. because your mind is where those blocks are. Okay, this is old energy that's been programmed, and I see a lot of resistance coming up here to moving through this energy. Yeah. And so we are going to do a little clearing here. And of course, if you'd like to stay for that, if you can't, you're welcome to. And if not, that's okay too. But we're going to do a little clearing here when it comes to blocks, energetic blocks that have to do with pleasure, whether that's sensual pleasure or whatever it is, things that bring you pleasure. The blocks that you have in your energy field, we are going to work on releasing some of those. And I would always like to preface this by saying that if you feel like you need any type of help in any way, please reach out. Reach out for help, whether it's from a counselor or an energy worker or a pastor, whoever you feel comfortable getting assistance from to remove this block and help you move through this energy. Being able to receive, period. Being able to receive. If you are blocked energetically in your sacral chakra, where you are the creator, where you create from, if you have blocks there when it comes to receiving, you are blocked from not just receiving pleasure, you're also blocked from receiving creative ideas that might be pathways for you to grow in abundance, in all types of abundance. The people in your life, monetary, health, knowledge. Abundance comes in many forms. And when you block yourself from receiving pleasure, that's also a block from receiving abundance in all of those different forms. It can be blocking you. So we're just going to do some pendulum work here to release some of that stagnant energy and those blocks as much as we can. And we're just going to, as the pendulum spins, we're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as we do this, we're just releasing as many of these blocks as we can energetically. We're going to release them in the way that is in the best interest of the highest good for each of you individually. We're releasing these blocks, working with your team in spirit, ancestors, angels, guardian angels. This is protected space. And we're just releasing all that we can at this point without causing conflict and chaos. We're just releasing whatever we can. And we're sending it back to the Blessed Mother to be transmuted into something lovely that will be given back to us in divine timing when we're ready for it. And that's different for everyone. So we're just releasing as many blocks as we can when it comes to sensuality, pleasure, receiving abundance, receiving of any kind, receptivity, anything that's blocking receptivity, we're releasing it now as much as we can in a balanced way. Everybody moves in a different pace through energy. Everybody moves through these winding roads in different ways. And whatever is in the best way for your highest good individually is the way that we're releasing this energy. And breathing in. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and now we are going to ask for energy to be downloaded that will help enlighten us in a way that is peaceful and balanced and happy and joyful. Change does not have to be opening, does not have to be painful. We can go easy. We can go in divine timing that's in the best interest of your highest good. New ideas, new epiphanies, new ways of seeing things. Opening heart, mind, body to receive all of the information, to shine a light on it. It's already there. We're just shining the light on it to help us move forward in a way that's balanced, that opens us to receiving pleasure and abundance, receptivity, and joy. Just releasing as many blocks as we can to leave space for receiving all of the lovely things that were meant to come to us in this life cycle, upon this journey. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Each one of you will see and feel opportunities today where you're going to be able to say yes with grace, yes with a smile on your face. Thank you, with joy in your heart for being able to receive. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. And I feel like we need to do a couple more cards here, just in closing after that clearing, especially since we've got a reversed card down here, which I am not used to getting. So thank you, Holy Spirit, for guidance today in closing, for a final card in closing. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guidance today in closing. The Three of Cups, which speaks to enjoying yourself, celebrating with friends, smiling, laughing, dancing. Yes, this is a big yes. Yeah. I think that when we look at the Seven of Swords in an upright position, it has to do with sneaky behavior or, cloak and dagger kind of thing. And I think in the reverse position, this means that we don't have to worry any longer about people manipulating us or using. I think part of this block came from being such kind people and having an open heart and having people use and manipulate your kindness to get what they want. And so it's caused being closed off. And Spirit is saying that you don't have to worry about that anymore, that you can be open to new people in your life, that you can laugh with and dance with and have pleasure with, that you don't have to worry about protecting yourself from people like this anymore. That type of energy is moving out of your toroidal field. It's not attracting people in anymore. And now just being open to relationships because you can trust yourself. You're the wounded warrior. You've been through this many times before and you know the signs. You can read the signs. If someone has ill will towards you, you know it immediately now. And you move away from that energy because you're not the victim who needs approval from someone else anymore. You are standing in your own power and self-love. And so now you can open to these relationships with like-minded people, like-minded souls who are here to co-create lovely things together with you.